Okay, on our class website, please locate that if you haven't already done so. I want us to look at what we did on Monday. We pretty much accomplished all of that. Setting up LiveText, most of us were successful with that. A couple of people were able to purchase it, hadn't purchased it yet. So if you haven't purchased it yet and you need help with registration, then email me and I'll send you the link to the videos so you can see what you missed, and just help you get registered if you have trouble with it. We talked about the EdTech folder. A lot of us submitted it. We talked about the cover letter and resume a little bit. I want to stress to you, I showed you how to use a template to get that started, but you don't have to use a template. If you're comfortable with just freehanding it, use a blank document and make it look like the cover letter or the resume in the book, you're welcome to do that. Some people fight with those templates. They don't feel that they're user-friendly. So you don't have to use a template for the Word documents, okay? You do have to use a template in LiveText. And we're going to talk about that some more in just a second. The welcome back video script, we didn't get to that on Monday, so we're going to talk about that today. So that's being bumped to Wednesday. So what we're going to cover today involves the setting up Dropbox, and then we're going to talk about a back-to-school project. And that project will be due September 30th. So we're going to kind of talk about what's coming up in the future. And we're also going to talk about a new out-of-class assignment. I know some of you are rolling your eyes saying, I hadn't got the cover letter resume finished yet. But some people have. Some people have already submitted it. And I just want you to know what's coming up next. So if you have some free time, you can start working on that. Now, let's backtrack just a tiny bit. And I want us to talk about LiveText. So, if you haven't already done so, go to the Start button. Go to All Programs. Find Mozilla Firefox. And open Firefox. In the address bar, type in LiveText.com and then log in. Once you log in, you should see, it should automatically bring you to the dashboard. So, I want everybody to be on this screen because I want to stand at the back of the room and glance and see if everybody's got the right thing going, the right thing showing. Okay? So just kind of be patient with me for a few minutes. I want everybody to be in LiveText on the dashboard. Now, if you haven't registered yet with LiveText or you haven't been able to purchase yours yet, then I know you're not going to be able to show me this. Okay? But we've had 2 students, I think, that have had a little bit of a glitch, and I'm just kind of double checking to make sure that everybody's okay. That's what this is about. Okay? Now, I'm going to start the clipboard down this side of the room. I'm going to start it from the front, so you just pass it back. You don't have to worry about trying to pass it up to somebody who might have their back to. So, on your dashboard, your screen should look similar to mine. You should have week 1 showing and either a red button or a yellow button. Okay? And you should have a second item showing that wasn't there Monday, and that's the week 2 cover letter resume folder portfolio. Okay, so let's try to kind of wrap our brains around this, and we think one for the statement, one for the cover letter, one for the resume. Okay? Then you're going to put everything in your binder, your electronic binder, and then you're going to submit it to me for me to grade. That's what we're doing with LiveText. All right? So I'd like for everybody to click on that red Continue Assignment button that's for cover letter and resume. And in step 2 out of 3, it says, the assignment requires use of instructor-provided template. Okay? So, remember a minute ago I said in the Word document, you don't have to use a template. But in LiveText, you do. So I'm talking step 2 of 3, click where it says begin using template. And this, I wish they would maybe make this, a colored action button to kind of catch your eye because it looks grayed out. It looks like you can't even click on it. But over on the right-hand side, under step 2, click begin using template. And when you do, then you should see something that looks similar to this. And this is your little bitty binder that we just talked about that you're going to put your work in and send it to me eventually. Now remember, this is not due until September 9th. Now, the first section says statement only. You're going to write a statement that kind of applies to both the cover letter and the resume. So that's why I made a separate section for it. And that's the only statement you have to give to me. When you do the cover letter and the resume in a minute, you're not going to write anything more about it. So, I would like for you to click Edit beside Statement Only in this first section. You've got 3 edit buttons. I want you to click the top edit button. And it says Directions. Delete these directions after reading/completing. So you can leave them there until you finish with everything and then go back and delete it before you submit. If you submit it with the directions there, you're going to lose points. Notice it says, type a statement about how you could use this skill as a teacher in the future. You don't attach a screenshot or a file in this section. Okay? So in the future, how are you going to use this skill of creating a cover letter or resume? Now that's kind of, to me, a no-brainer, but you can all write something different. I'm not going to give you time today to do that. You can come back and do that later. So, go to Save and Finish. If you don't click on Save and Finish, you're going to get behind. Now, next section, cover letter, click Edit. So you're clicking the second Edit button. Once again, you'll delete these directions after you're finished. No statement is needed here because you already have one above. You're going to insert an image that's a screenshot of your cover letter. Okay? It needs to be cropped so that only that piece of paper, if you want to think of it that way, that the cover letter is on, is showing. So all of the toolbars, all the menu bars, all the clutter is cropped away, cropped out. If you need the screenshot directions, they're there on the class website. You'll also attach the file, the actual file that has the cover letter. So it'll end in a .doc or .docx. Okay? Save and finish again. Click Edit beside Resume. And same sort of thing again that we just did. You're not going to need a statement. You've already got a statement earlier. You're going to insert the image by clicking Edit, and you're inserting your screenshot. Once again, it'll be cropped to where it's just that screen, just that piece of paper that the resume is printed on. and then you're going to click Edit and insert the actual file, resume.doc or docx. Depends on whether you do Word here or somewhere else. And then save and finish. Then once you have everything finished, you'll click Continue to Step 3. And you'll check over everything. Be sure to check that the only file that you have attached is here. Don't write any comments here. I won't see them until I grade them after the due date. And then when you're ready, you click Submit Assignment. You're not ready probably today to submit it. Notice it's due in 12 days. Okay. Now, what if you get lost? What if you're in LiveText and you go down this trail and all of a sudden you don't want to be there and you don't know how to get back? Then always go up here to the tabs at the top on the orange toolbar and click Dashboard. So when in doubt, go back to the dashboard. And it's going to take you back. Okay? Questions on that? Now, you may be seeing some other information. If you're in another class that has LiveText assignments, you may be seeing other things on the dashboard. Okay? So, I'm finished talking about LiveText for today. I just kind of wanted to check with everybody. If you, like I said, if you have not registered yet, you can email me and I will send you the videos of about how to register for LiveText and get going in it. Questions, anybody? Okay, so we're moving away from LiveText and we're going to go and talk now about the assignment that's under Week 2 Details. So I'm back on the class website and I'm going to click Week 2 Details, and we've completed everything from Monday. I'm scrolling down to Wednesday. Okay? We're going to talk about the back to school video assignment in just a minute. First, I want us to talk about Dropbox. Now, I'm telling you this before you start clicking on things. Don't attempt to download Dropbox on this computer, in this room. It might work, it might not. It may pop up and say you don't have administrative privileges. We're not just going to deal with that today. We might deal with it another day, but not today. Okay? In the past, we couldn't download Dropbox here. I'm really wanting you to experience using the Dropbox website. Alright? So, someone asked earlier, and this was a good question. So if I'm working at Starbucks or Panera and I'm on my laptop, can I access LiveText? Yeah. As long as you have your files that you want to add